Hey guys, what's up? Gaming Gear here. So today we have a review. I haven't done one of these in a while since I did my kind of admittedly noobish first review of Star Wars: The Old Republic, which took a lot longer. And I mean, I still love that game to death. But here we have a review of an indie game that I just bought from Steam and finished. It's called Home. Now this came out June 5th. It came out on Steam a little bit later. It came out, I think, what was it, a week and a half ago, something like that. It's on sale right now until September 7th, but it's a dirt cheap game anyway. It's $3, not on sale. It's $2.54 right now. It's 15% off. So, I mean, that saves you an extra 50 cents. You can go buy whatever you can still afford with 50 cents. But this game is a horror slash point and click slash adventure game. It's about a man who wakes up in an abandoned mansion in the middle of the night. He is armed only with a flashlight originally. He kind of looks like Conan O'Brien, and he has to navigate his way outside of the mansion and ultimately to return home. He has a bit of a memory loss problem, so he can't exactly remember this, and this is where the interesting part comes in, because he will ask himself questions about what he did in the past, or what he is going to do, and whether you decide that, like, there's this one point where you find a knife, and this is pretty early on, he's like, did I take that knife? And then if you can choose yes or no, and that will have rippling effects later in the end. Every object you do or don't pick up in the end has an effect on the game's ending, which is fantastic. Now, the gameplay, as I said, is basic point and click. It doesn't actually use the mouse. It's just the arrow keys and the spacebar. So, it's that. The graphics are the bit style. I can't really decide whether this is 16 or 8-bit, but it's, pixelated. The flashlight. This is a very interesting part of the game. Except for when you're really outside in the city and stuff, you can only see where the flashlight lets you see. So it creates this kind of element of mystery and horror about what you're going to see next. The only direction you can point it in which is up, which comes in handy a few times, but most of the time when you have to point it up, it'll let you see, so don't go around randomly pointing up hoping you'll find something that you're not going to see, because you're not going to find anything. The sound design is great, although a little bit simple. It has no voice actors, it's all text-based, and the interesting thing I found in the credits is they actually got the sound design from people off the internet at a sound design site, and he gave them all credit, so that's kind of very indie, and if you're into that whole thing, then you're going to like that. So the story in this game is incredibly good for an indie game, especially. Not to make indie games any less good than they are. I mean, Bastion had an incredible story, but that was actually, a really good company. Actually, the developer of this game just calls himself Benjamin Rivers. So it sounds like this is just one person. Him, another guy who did the text, and another guy who did the main theme are the only people credited. So this is a one-man game, basically. And I have to admit, for a one-man game, this is pretty freaking good. I mean, this is a great game. Now, back to the story. It's basically, about the man who wakes up in the mansion. It starts to get into some heavier stuff, stuff like cheating on your spouse, murder, obviously, stalking, things like that. Not stalking, but you feel like you're being stalked throughout the entire game, and it never actually tells you if you are or aren't, but there's always that kind of feeling. Sorry, the phone's ringing. Shut up, phone. Overall, if I had to give this game a score, I would give it an 8.75 out of 10. This is a fantastic game. Definitely the best horror game I've ever played, although I haven't played that many horror games, honestly. This is the only one that I can really think of that is. But it is a absolutely fantastic, unique game for $2.50 on sale, $3 at normal. This is a game that you absolutely have to pick up. The only negative thing I can say about it is it's not that long. It took me 46 minutes to beat it from start to finish. The game also, this is a side note, wants you to wear headphones and turn the lights off. I highly recommend either dimming or turning off the lights completely. It really adds to the atmosphere. I turned off my second monitor, wore my Lenovo headphones and everything, and it was a fantastic experience. I have to recommend this game. It is a fantastic game. Pick it up right now. I mean, it is great. So that's gaming gear for you guys reporting on home. Please remember to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.